globalization. First of all, what is it? I mean, globalization, used neutrally, globalization just means international integration. Everybody's in favor of it.
Now, the controversy around this topic is based on the belief that while interconnectedness may create winners, the process also creates losers, and that these losers come disproportionately from disadvantaged communities. Well, on the one hand, we found that all countries benefited from globalization, and that interconnectedness is generally a good thing. But we also found that globalization opportunities are not evenly dispersed, and that the gains to developed nations far outweighed those to emerging markets. In the long run, this trend could exacerbate global inequalities.
Future globalization will be about things that we do, not just things that we make.
COVID-19 has brought disruption to the globalized and interconnected world.
The challenges of COVID have led to a dark period, both in terms of human suffering, but also the damage done to our political and social fabric.
But before the pandemic, globalization was already in retreat. Now, that trend looks set to accelerate.
This is a diminished world in many ways that we're looking at. It's a world of globalization.
The reason services are hard to cross borders has to do with the fundamental reality of services. For many services, the service provider and the service buyer have to be in the same place at the same time. And the technical difficulties of getting service providers from one nation into the room with service buyers of another nation is why globalization up to now has been mostly in goods, not services. But here's the thing. Digital technology is changing that reality.
For millions, the reality of working from home could be permanent. Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey telling his employees they can work remotely forever, from anywhere.
The world has grown too integrated for a full unwinding of globalization. COVID will not kill it off. It will deepen the cracks. However, this may not be all bad news.
I'm hopeful that we'll learn the right lessons that we need to make our societies more resilient, so that we don't resort to very simple solutions that don't work, like shut down the supply chain, build a wall, keep the immigrants out. We've tried those things before. I think the broader solution is to make interdependence work with resilience. That's the challenge that global leaders face today.